TJ,
What's up?
what's going on, my friend?
Good to see you again.
Thank you for having us out here.
For sure.
This place is incredible, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
How long has Beverly Hills been home for?
Beverly Hills about 4 years.
And you built an empire.
Yeah, man.
How long have you been a business owner for?
Man, most of my life.
Most of your
my
life.
Yeah, for sure.
Growing up, did you think creating all this was possible? I mean, you got every car anybody can imagine. You got the Ferrari out here, the Lamborghini, the McLaren tucked in there.
Well, I've always loved cars, man. So I always, thought that I would have cars that I wanted. So I didn't know that it would be these, but yeah.
What was your main business?
Tech services. I built a tech services business, sold it, and then I built a construction business, sold it, and I have a supplement business today. I build businesses, man. I hope other people do the same thing.
How many businesses would you say you own right now?
About just under 10, but
10
yeah, just about that, yeah.
We came all the way out here from Austin, and we got to get the game from you, man. We got to figure out how people can become wealthy going into 2025.
Okay.
Going into the new year. They want to take over and dominate like you did in multiple industries. Can we get some game for you real quick?
For sure,
Let's get right into it. Throughout your career, across all your companies in 1 year, in terms of revenue, what was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
Across my companies in revenue? Oh, wow. 90 million, 100 million.
Actually, and how about for yourself?
25 million.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Do you come from a lot of money?
Absolutely not, man.
No?
Absolutely not.
So you didn't have rich parents?
No, not at all. My mom was 14 years old when she got pregnant with me. I grew up in the South, food stamps and government cheese and all that sort of stuff.
So what was the turning point to financial freedom? How did you know you wanted to get really serious about building a $100 million company and just becoming an extremely successful entrepreneur?
I think when I was a kid, man, I always wanted to be successful because I didn't want to live in the stuff that I was living in. I didn't like it. I was motivated to get out of it. So I didn't know that I wanted to build a $100 million company per se. But what I did know is I wanted to be successful. I didn't know what that looked like. And you continue to define that as you grow. But I wanted to be successful early on. So I always worked, always tried to figure a way out to be helpful, and had a mindset that was like, oh, how do I get out of this place and never have to come back to it?
Now, as an 9-figure entrepreneur, what was the best financial advice that you ever received?
I don't know that I got a lot of financial advice. I got business advice. Yeah. But in terms of finance advice, the advice that I would give your followers is to learn to make money in their sleep, right? No matter what. I don't care if you're getting paid. Don't trade dollars for hours, because no matter how much you charge per hour, you're going to be limited. So you have to figure out how to make passive income and build systems, invest, do different things that you're making more money while you sleep than you can in any job.
Right. So let's say somebody is trading their time for money. They're in that 9 to 5. They want to make that leap to becoming financially free. They want to start making passive income. What's that first step somebody should take?
Real estate is a good one.
Do you have to have a lot of capital to start making money, or?
No, I mean, real estate, you don't have to have a lot of capital. There's a lot of first-time homeowner programs. I think the biggest thing that one would do today, if I was, because, what I did is different than what I would do today.
What would you do today?
Today, what I would do is I would buy businesses. That is the thing that I would do, because right now there are so many businesses that are ripe for selling. There's so many people that want to get out of their business. Their kids don't want to go into that business. They don't have maybe succession plans. They don't have a way to get out of that business, but they need the cash and they need to stop because they've gotten divorced, they're sick, they're tired, whatever it is. I would use the government 7A program to get financing to buy businesses.
Is that SBA?
SBA 7A program, yeah.
What type of business would you buy in today's world?
You can buy laundromats. The focus is getting stuff that cash flows. So laundromat, pool companies. I like the vending machine business. I like laundromats. I like things like that because it's not necessarily labor intensive, or you have to have a lot of know-how to do that.
And they're recession proof.
They're recession proof, man. They're going to always be there. So buying businesses is what I would be doing today.
Like the private equity model?
Well, it's not so much private equity, right? It's leverage buyouts. So what you're doing is you're finding businesses that cash flow at a certain number. Let's say that business cash flows at $20,000 a month, right? And you can get a loan. You can service a loan for $7,000 a month or $10,000 a month. You're up $10,000, right?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is to figure out a way to creatively pay the person that wants to leave the business and buy businesses. I mean, that'd be the thing that I do.
Have you ever been broke before?
Yeah, I've been broke before. I started out broke in terms of no money, not broke mindset, right? That's a whole different thing. I never had a broke mindset. Even when I was on government cheese, even when we had food stamps, even all of that stuff. We had no money, but I personally was never broke because I was always thinking way beyond where I was, right? And then I built my business and I've gone bankrupt. But it's been a long time since I've been broke, and I ain't never going back.
Hey, never going back.
I ain't never going back, brother.
I love that.
Yeah.
So if you lost everything tomorrow, could you make it all back?
Absolutely.
What business would you get into right now?
I start buying businesses. If I lost everything tomorrow, I would start buying businesses. Why? Because you're buying it based on the other business's credit, right? There's all types of creative financing to do. There's SBA loans, the 7A SBA loans that I talked about. So yeah, I would go do that. That would be the fastest. I mean, that's what I would do because most people want to build a business from scratch, but you don't have to do that today.
You can go get the playbook. You can go get the playbook handed
It's
to
already
you.
done.
Yeah.
The business is already done. You can see that it's working.
Where do you go to find these businesses? Some people hear that, they say, okay, just buy a business, but like, where can you find people? Like where do you go to buy a business?
Yeah, I think there's a number of portals. There's Biz by Sell, I think it is. But there's a portal that you can just go in and put in the industry, the location, and that kind of thing. And it brings up all the businesses, and people are trying to buy businesses or trying to sell their businesses. There's business brokers. And then you can also start to just cold call businesses because there's people that would sell their business if they got the call, but they haven't gotten the call.
Big transfer of wealth is about to happen, is what you're saying. People are looking to step out of their business.
Yeah, I think it's called the Gray Tsunami. That's what it's called. Yeah, it's called the Gray Tsunami. And the Gray Tsunami is there's a lot of boomers that have businesses that they have to get out of. There's a surplus of businesses and not enough people that's going out and buying businesses.
But wouldn't they want to give that to their family to take over?
There are a lot of family members, man, that, kids don't want to go do their dad's business. They want to do their own thing. We're in a different time.